He slept on a basement floor, washed dishes for pennies, failed when he thought he had won, and yet he became a billionaire. Have you ever stopped to think about what really separates someone who dreams from someone who achieves? The difference isn't talent, it isn't luck, and it definitely isn't the circumstances of birth. The difference is a decision, a single decision that changes everything. The decision that your current story is not your final story. This is the story of Marcus Chen, but it could be your story, it could be mine, because in the end, we all start somewhere, and that place doesn't determine where we'll finish. Marcus was born in a small village in rural China in 1975. There were no luxury cars, no private jets. There was only dust, sweat, and the daily struggle for survival. His father was a farmer. His mother sewed clothes for wealthier families in the region, working late into the night under the dim light of a kerosene lamp. The house where Marcus grew up had only 2 rooms. He shared the space with 3 younger siblings. There was no running water, no consistent electricity, and definitely no prospect of something better. But Marcus had something money couldn't buy, a mother who believed. Every night, while sewing under that dim light, she would say, "Marcus, you see these clothes I make for the rich? One day you'll wear even better clothes, but not because someone gave them to you, because you earned them." At 7 years old, Marcus woke up at 5 in the morning. Before school, he helped his father on the farm. After school, he sold fruit at the local market. At night, under the same lamp where his mother sewed, he studied. His notebooks were made of recycled paper. His pencils were worn-down stubs that other children threw away. But he studied, and while he studied, he dreamed. At 16, Marcus had to make the first major decision of his life. The family faced a devastating crisis. The harvest had been destroyed by a storm. There was no money for food, much less for education. On a silent night, his father approached and said, "Marcus, you're the oldest. I need you to drop out of school and go work in the city to help the family." Marcus remembers that moment as if it were yesterday. He had 2 options: accept the fate given to him or fight for a different destiny. Most would have accepted. After all, it seemed like the right thing to do. But Marcus did something different. He answered, "Give me 6 months. I'll go to the city, but I won't abandon my studies. I'll work during the day, study at night, and send money home. In 6 months, I'll prove we can have both."
It was a bold promise made by a 16-year-old boy who had nothing but determination. Marcus arrived in the city with the equivalent of $10 in his pocket. His first home was the basement of a restaurant where he got a job washing dishes. The owner allowed him to sleep there in exchange for extra work. He woke up at 4 in the morning, cleaned the restaurant, prepared the ingredients. When the restaurant opened, he washed dishes until 2 in the afternoon. Then he ran to the public library where he studied until 6. He returned to the restaurant, washed dishes until midnight. 4 hours of sleep, 20 hours of work and study, every day for 6 months. And at the end of those 6 months, Marcus didn't just send money home, he passed the National University Entrance Exam with one of the highest scores in the province. He won a full scholarship to study electrical engineering at Peking University. When he received the news, he was in the restaurant basement, exhausted, dirty. With trembling hands, he held the paper and cried. Not from relief, but from awareness. There, he proved something to himself. It was possible. University should have been easier, but it wasn't. Marcus arrived as a stranger in another world. Classmates from wealthy families, their own computers, designer clothes, connections.
Marcus had an old backpack and the same pair of shoes with holes for 3 years. In the first months, he didn't fit in. He was the country boy, the poor kid. While others dined out, he ate rice with vegetables. While others slept, he studied. He could have given up, but he did what he always did, turned disadvantage into advantage. He woke up at 5 in the morning, went to the lab before everyone else, learned everything he could. That's where he discovered the internet, and while many saw entertainment, Marcus saw opportunity. On a quiet night in the library, he read about companies emerging from nowhere in the United States, and he thought, if they can do it there, why not here? That night, he didn't sleep. He wrote a business plan in an old notebook. No money, no contacts, no experience, but with vision. At 21, he launched his first company, Dragon Connect. The first months were intense. Then came the Asian crisis of 1997. Investors disappeared, clients canceled, the money ran out. Marcus watched everything crumble. He had to sell the computers, fire his partners, go back to working in a restaurant. At 23, he was in debt, no company, no direction. That's when he almost gave up. He called his mother, crying, said he had failed.
She replied, "Marcus, I never said it would be easy, but the difference between those who win and those who quit is simple. Those who win get up one more time." Those words saved him. 2 years paying off debts, 2 years studying mistakes, 2 years preparing. In 2000, Chainlink was born, this time focused on people, on real problems. Marcus went to the countryside, visited forgotten factories, worked for free to prove value. Result? Clients, growth, scale. In a few years, 50 million per year, then hundreds of millions. But the biggest challenge came after, leadership. He almost lost everything, almost lost the company, almost lost control. When they tried to remove him from his position, he asked for 1 year, and he changed, learned, listened, grew. In 2008, the company was worth 500 million. In 2011, he sold it for 800 million. And he started over, risked almost everything on payflow. 3 difficult years, 400 million burned, doubt, fear, pressure, until it worked. 100 million users, 500 million, 1 billion. In 2019, IPO, valuation of 150 billion. Today, Marcus is a billionaire, but when asked what success is, he answers, "Success happened when I decided not to stop." He talks about the village, about the university he built, about the scholarships, about the lives he touched. And he leaves 7 principles. 1. Your origin is not your destiny. 2. Hard work is not optional. 3. Failure is a teacher. 4. Invest in yourself. 5. Grow with better people. 6. Integrity is non-negotiable. 7. Success without purpose is empty. And he ends by saying, if you're listening to this, maybe this story is for you. It won't be easy, but it will be possible. The question isn't whether you can. The question is, will you? Because your journey starts now.
Subscribe to the channel because we'll have new videos every day until you reach your goal. You are capable.